Today we are talking about 4.9, tables and graphs. This one's a rather easy idea. So your x and y coordinate graph can be used to also represent information in other ways. So here we have just the first section of a coordinate graph. I have my y-axis to the left and my x-axis on the right to the bottom. And we're going to talk about the kinds of music different listeners like and how many. So the y-axis, up and down, shows you how many listeners, right? So if I were to fill this out, I would start with 0 listeners. This line would be 1 listener, 2 listeners, 3, 4 people, 5, and then if I extend it, 6. All right? So we have a total of 6 possible listeners. And what kinds of music do they like would be listed down here on the x-axis. So we've got buckets is what they call them, right? The alternative bucket, people who like alternative music, people who like classical, people who like country or western, people who like rap music or hip hop, people who like oldies, depends where you're from, I guess, rock music, and Tejano, which I think is like Texas Hispanic music. I'm not really sure what that is, actually. We have to do a research on that. So anyway, then what they might do is they might give you a bar graph representing how many people like each kind of music. So for example, for alternative music, the graph says that this many people like alternative. And so you can tell that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 listeners like alternative music. Let's think about classic or classical music. Well, the line goes right here to this line. So it's clear that 2 people like alternative or like classical music. Country is 4, so I just find the line. 4 people like that old country western. 1, 2. I like drawing the lines just to give us another visual representation of what's going on. You don't have to, because you could write it like this. 2 people listen to rap. You could do it just like that, and that's fine too. Oldies, 4 people. Rock, 6 people. Wow, a lot of people like classic rock. That's Queen and Aerosmith, Journey, stuff like that. And then Tejano, we've got 3 people, which is half of that right here. So the reason I like to draw the lines inside is it just gives me an immediate representation of how many are in the total, right? Just faster for me. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it. It's just easier, cleaner to look at the numbers, and more representational. All right. Now, you can take this information, and what I like to do is I like to draw, if I have the ability, how many in each box, right? Or in each graph. So alternative is 5 people on the top, classic is 2, country is 4, rap is 2, oldies is 4, rock is 6, Tejano is 3. Just another way to see the information. Then what I can do is I can turn this information into a table of info. So watch this. I might draw my table like so. And the table has 2 pieces of information, right? It's the music kinds. Actually, I'll do in the same color. It's kinds of music. In the first column. And then in the second column, ooh, nice straight line. In the second column is number of students. Or listeners in this case. Number of listeners. Okay. So, here's how that would go. Actually, I should make this a different color. That's not good. Okay, so kinds of music. First is alternative. Then we have classical. I'm only doing the abbreviations. Then we have country. I will not abbreviate that one. Then we have rap music. Then we have oldies. I might run out of space here. Then we have rock. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna run out of space. I'll just create another line. And then we have Tejano. And now I can take the information from the graph, from the bar graph, and bring it over here. So it's very simple. Alternative, how many people have it? 5. So I can write 5 in here. How many people like classical music? 2. Country music? 4. Rap music? 2. Oldies? 4. Rock? 6. Tejano? 3. Now that's the common way of writing it. What I found is useful is to do it in this way, where you order the information like this. I'm sorry. So you can see frequencies or, oh no, here, I'll just erase. So you can see frequencies. So what I mean is, the way I like to do it is, I'd like to start with the smallest numbers. So we know that was classical music and rap with 2. So I'd write the 2 all the way over here as if the 1 was over here. So that's classic and rap, who like are 2 people. The next highest would be Tejano at 3. So I move it over a little bit. And then next would be country and oldies for 4. Country and oldies for 4. Then 5 is alternative. And then 6 is rock. And what this allows me to do is see where the frequencies, or what I mean by frequencies, how often is an event happening. So how often are 2 people liking a type of music? Well, twice, classic and rap. How often are 3 people liking a kind of music? Just once, Tejano. So just another way of showing the information. And now we can start answering questions, now that we have this information here. All right, so question number 1 is, how many people like rock? How many like rock? Well, it's very simple. I can either go to this column here and see that it's 6, or I can go here to the chart, look at the number on the top and notice it's 6, or count based on the chart to the left how many it is, and it'd still be 6, or count the boxes that we created. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No matter which way you do it, we know it's 6. Question number 2. What kinds of music were least like? So least popular. So ways you can think about this is, which of the bar graphs are the smallest, which are going to be classic and rap. So that's going to be classic and rap because they only have 2, classic and rap. We can check the table over here. Well, if we look at my strategy, it's this one and this one that are the furthest to the left, closest to 0, so that's classic and rap again. So we're still consistent. And then which one was the most popular? I think it's obvious. And that's going to be the one that's furthest to the right, furthest positive, like a number line. That's going to be 6 for rock. Or the tallest bar graph, which is going to be rock again. And so that's how you can use your information, your tables and graphs to show information.